In this video, I'm going to show you 3 different types of widgets you can use on your website. We have a calendar widget, an event list widget, and a donation widget. To set these up, we'll go to the event manager in the back end. Under Setup, White Label, select Widgets. You may not see a list here, so you need to click Add Widget. Give this widget a name and select the type you want. In this case, we'll start with an event list widget. Paste in the URL of your website where your plugin exists. This is a page similar to this, where we have our VBO plugin. So I'm going to take this URL and paste that here. Widgets will then redirect the customer to the plugin to continue the purchase process. These settings allow you to filter what's displayed in the widget. Go ahead and select events X number of weeks out, or filter by a category. Then click Add Widget. I've already added a widget, so I'm not going to add that one. Here's an example of my completed widget. And this widget is visible on my demo site here. This is what the outcome of this widget will look like. List event widgets can be laid out and styled almost any way you imagine. So this is just one possibility for how it will look. That means this poster may or may not be here, this pricing may not be there, the date may not be there, this button, etc. I've set this up exactly to look like this. Yours can look completely different, but I'll show you how I set this one up. So we have 2 sections for the event list widget that we can edit. There's HTML and CSS. This HTML here you can find by going to our demo site, demo.vbotickets.com, and going to Customized Event List Widget Styling, or go to our help docs, which is vbotickets.helpdocs.com, search for widget, and click Event List Widget Styling, and you'll find the same information here and a link that goes to this page. So if I want to make my widget look exactly like this here, I'm just going to copy this HTML and go back to my widget settings. For this particular event list widget, I have 2 buttons, HTML and CSS. Selecting HTML, I can then paste in that HTML I just copied. Here, if you understand HTML, you can go ahead and add some more divs, add some more classes, but the default HTML can be viewed by checking this box, and this gives you the primary components you need for displaying widget content. After I've saved my HTML, I can come here and copy this default CSS to generate the above styling, so it looks exactly like this. And I will click the CSS button, paste that in here, and then you can tweak your colors. If you know CSS, you should be able to customize all of this. There's font sizing, colors, spacing, etc. If you don't want to use this, or you want to start from scratch and try to build your own, again, you can click this checkbox to load in the default CSS and try customizing it from there. Once you have that done, you can go ahead and embed this by clicking there, View Embed Code. All you need to copy is this one script up here. This is just your CSS that you just added, and it's here for reference. You don't actually need to copy that. So go ahead and copy this, and then you're going to want to go to your website and edit the page that you want to display your widget on, and paste that script on the page in the same location you want that widget to display. So if you want that widget at the top of your home page, paste it there. If you want it in a sidebar on another page, just paste that script, this script here, paste it where you want it to display on your page. And that's it for an event list widget. Let's take a look at the calendar widget. A calendar widget will display a calendar like this with this functionality and allow people to browse through the months. When you select a date, it will take you to your plugin page, that particular event, and allow you to continue through the checkout process. So let's have a look at the calendar widget in the event manager here. Same setup as before, give it a name. The only difference is you're going to select event calendar widget, and you're going to paste in the same URL that your plugin resides on and filter your output here. Once you've done that, you can edit it. Here's my calendar widget. Here's the settings I had for my calendar widget. And in this case, there's only a CSS option. You cannot edit the HTML for a calendar widget. If you know some CSS, you can go ahead and inspect the calendar to get these classes and go ahead and style it. In this case, we have changed background colors for the calendar and the active dates that are green now. So you can include any styling here from the calendar widget on your page and save that. Next, you want to embed this. So I'll click the gear, click View Embed Code. The difference with the calendar widget is it requires two different codes in two different places on your website. The first one is recommended to paste in the head of your web page, which is at the very top between the head tags. This needs to be loaded before the body output. So go ahead and copy this script, paste it into your head tags or above where you want the calendar widget to display. Then select this script here, or this HTML code rather, and paste that in the body of your web page wherever you want the widget to actually display. Once you're done with that, you will have a widget loading on your page that looks something like this. Lastly, we have a donation widget, which is simply a button that when you click it, it will load some prompts to donate, and the patron can continue through the donation process and enter in their information and credit card to make a payment. So let's set that one up real quick. Again, if you need to create a new one, click Add Widget. This time select Donation Widget, and here we have fewer options. In this case, paste the same URL with your plugin on it, give it a label, which is the button, and a width. Click Add Widget, and you'll have something that looks like this. Once you add the widget and select to edit again, you have a few more options. If you have some donation campaigns created in the system, those will be displayed here, and you can choose which campaign to associate with this donation widget. Lastly, there is some CSS that you can edit on the donation widget. This one is currently pretty much default. We just have the background color of the button, and that's it. So next we want to embed this one. Same thing, click the gear, click View Embed Code. Copy this one script, paste it anywhere on the page that you want the donation button to display, and that will load this button here. So that's how you set up and customize 3 of the different widgets we offer.